What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they got to front? What did I ever do to these guys that made them so vile? Oh, hi, Mark. How are you guys doing? I didn't know you were there. Anyway, since you guys are here and I'm wearing a vest, it's time for a Ranking the Studio Albums by famous alternative punk nerd rock band, not the Offspring, Weezer, that's the ones, Weezer, whoop, boo, bye. And okay, so jumping right into it, a lot of people are very, very, very passionate about the Weezer albums that they hate, the Weezer albums they love. Some people think the Blue Album is the only good one. Some people think that Blue Album and Pinkerton are the only good ones. I am not that critical of Weezer up until a certain point. I took a lot. I actually enjoy most of their albums. I really, really enjoy. There are only a few. I would say let me take a look at my list really quick. Most of them I really enjoy. There are two that are just absolute trash, and then most of the rest of them I kind of am digging, and I feel like my opinion is definitely going to be different than everybody else's opinion. But we're going to jump right into it with the worst, trashiest trash of all time, and we're talking about Pacific Daydream. And I know some of you have been disappointed with Weezer before this album. This was the first one that really just broke my heart. I absolutely could not listen to it. It was freaking horrible. The only redeeming quality in Pacific Daydream, and it's kind of forgettable, is, let me see, garbage. Track 8, written by Johnny Cofer and Rivers Cuomo and some other people. Get Right. I don't know if I can get right. Everything else is garbage. Absolute worst thing Weezer's ever done. And I know you guys would probably say some other albums or the worst thing that Weezer's ever done. But I'm not you guys. So we're going to keep rolling with my ranking, not yours, because you're not a YouTuber. Or are you? You could rank Weezer's albums yourself if you disagree. Maybe somebody out there has this exact same ranking. We're going to move right along, though. We're going to keep it going. This is going to be a color album. Okay, the famous Weezer color-coded albums. And you guys know which one it is. This piece of garbage. What the heck? We waited for years for a hard rock, heavy metal Weezer, and we got this noise, this poppy, hip-hoppy noise. It was supposed to be hard rock. What happened? California snow, ooh, 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 ooh. Can't knock the hustle, Die, you zombie bleepers. I'm high as a kite. Yeah, you were high as a kite when you wrote this album, Rivers Cuomo. Right? My dog could write a better album than this. Okay? Now, I love Weezer. Weezer are in my top, they're one of my favorite bands of all time. Hey, buddy, you want some loving? After I give Weezer some loving and some hating, I'll take you outside. Okay, so yeah, absolutely hate Pacific Daydream. The Black Album, it's pretty miserable. It's a pretty miserable experience listening to it. Try as I might, I just had to skip so much of it. It's unbelievable. What trash. What trash by a great band. Just sickening. I am sickened by Pacific Daydream. It's just horrible, worst trash ever, and the Black Album is almost as bad. The Black Album has a couple of songs that are okay. That's it. That's it. Pacific Daydream had one good song that was forgettable. The Black Album had 3 or 4 songs that were forgettable. The rest was trash, garbage, freaking noise. Now we're going to get into some better Weezer, so I won't be so angry. Still pretty angry. Not quite as angry. We're scrolling around Wikipedia. We're trying to find this Weezer album that's not so good. I know a lot of other people like this one. I personally am not digging Maladroit. I enjoyed the singles from it, but the deep cuts on it were just bizarre, and not in a good bizarre, a bad bizarre. Dope Nose, Keep Fishing was good. Take Control was good. Slob and Death and Destruction. So the beginning of the album's good. The rest of it just kind of falls into this weird sound that just is not Weezer. I'm not sure who recorded Maladroit, but it was not Weezer. Just very weird stuff there. Do I have? I don't have this next one either, because it wasn't good enough to get a physical copy of, but it's not bad. I really enjoy this one. This is where things get good, in my opinion. Hey, we kind of look alike. Hey, Rivers, come over here. Rivers Cuomo's in here with me. Yeah, he's hanging out in my bedroom with me. Anyway, yeah, guy from Lost, 34 minutes and 16 seconds. So Hurley, it gets a lot of hate from Weezer fans. And, you know, it's got some memories, didn't really do it for me. But the rest of the songs are pretty good. Okay, got a lot of really great songs on Hurley. We're going to move right along, though, because Weezer have a lot more color albums and a lot more other albums. I actually have the next one. Paid $9 at Earshot for it. Ratitude. I know this is one in particular where people lose their minds about how bad this album is. Was it originally going to be the Yellow Album? I bet it was. That would have been a kind of cool album cover. Just the Yellow Album with that. I bet they're saving something special for Yellow Album, right? They're riding bicycles back here. You can call this the Yellow Album if you want to. But, you know, this has got some good songs. If you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to. I'm Your Daddy, The Girl Got Hot, Can't Stop Partying, featuring Lil Wayne. Absolutely love that song. Everybody else hates it. Yeah, this album is pretty solid. You know, there's nothing great on here, but there's nothing bad on here either. I would recommend this to people. I mean, I would recommend it over the Black Album or Pacific Daydream. Good gracious. Holy moly. This is a masterpiece compared to that bull baloney. Whoa! Those are the only two. They're like Maladroit. I'm like, okay, they're trying something different. But Black Album and Pacific Daydream, trash. Here's my album review. 0, trash, less than 0, over. I mean, I love Weezer, though. I don't want to make him feel bad. I don't want to hurt Rivers Cuomo's feelings. But I did say his name wrong, so that probably hurt his feelings. We're going to move on. Okay, we're going to move on to some better pastures. I don't own this one, but it's a, what do we got? It's a color album. It's interesting. It is the Teal album, Weezer 2019, the first edition. Some really cool cover songs. Just really amazing, a lot of fun. If you want to hear Weezer doing some nice 80s tunes, maybe even some older things on there as well. So yeah, Weezer, the Teal album, really pretty great. We're moving on to one that I own. Really like this one a lot. Green Album. Now, it was disappointing after following up the 2 previous albums. But this one's pretty fantastic too. There are some weak points, but this is pretty fun to listen to. I drive around with this one today, and or not today, but to this day, I drive around with this one. The first 6 songs are amazing. Track 8, Simple Pages, is amazing. So you got like maybe 3 songs out of 10 that aren't so good, but this is pretty fantastic. Beautiful album cover. This came out in 2001. Beautiful green. Anything else? Just the blue Weezer on there. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun to listen to. I wouldn't highly recommend it. I'd recommend it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Better than Ratitude. Better than some of the newer garbage. Weezer, why? You're one of the best. You're one of the best rock bands out there. Why do you sometimes put out these albums that just? Moving on. Moving on. I'm not angry at all. I'm getting tired. I've done like I've filmed like 80,000 YouTube videos today after working 9 hours at a place of business. I'm not feeling so good. We're moving on though. So the Green Album. Okay, what comes after the Green Album? The Red Album. I really, really like this one. Really like this one a lot. This is just amazing. Check out the album art. Really weird. This is just really great, Weezer. Troublemaker, The Greatest Man That Ever Lived. This is 2008. Pork and Beans, Heart Songs. Heart Songs is one of my favorite tracks off here. Thought I Knew, Cold Dark World, The Angel and the One. This is the deluxe edition, which I highly suggest getting because Miss Sweeney, Pig, The Spider, and King are better than the main tracks. What's up with that, Weezer? But anyway, their B-side game on this one is just stellar. They should have made another album with Miss Sweeney, Pig, The Spider, and King. It would have been epic. I love that they all trade lead vocals on this. I love the bold experimentation on The Greatest Man That Ever Lived. Variations on a Shaker theme. Shaker hymn, excuse me. Really bold, adventurous album. You know, from a band that had been out for a long time at this point. Just really beautiful, beautiful stuff in here. Really digging it. You got a beautiful booklet. Love the Red Album. So we're getting into the ones that I love now. Oh, can I show that? Oh, I thought I saw River's butt. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Ooh, guitar. Guitar fun. Ooh, guitars. Ooh, pretty instrument thing. Cool, high five, dude. Ooh, art. Artsy. Ooh, Ghost Town. Ooh, look, they got some like, ooh, I need to look at that later. Ooh, they had some other songs. The Diamond, Ghost Town, Hand to Hold, Head On, Hold On, Don't Want to Let You Go, Just Like Me. Ooh, they had some, I need to look into that. Have never heard of any of those B-sides. And like I said, the B-sides on here are pretty freaking great on the deluxe edition of the Red Album. Oh, everybody hates this one, but it's super great. It's in the top echelon of Weezer albums. Well, it almost is. We're about to get to the top echelon. 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 Are you guys ready? I'm ready. I'm trying not to mess up my order. This is another one everybody else hates. It kind of looks like what could be the Black Album, but it's actually Make Believe. This is 2005? Yeah, 2005. I know my music. Beverly Hills, Perfect Situation, This Is Such a Pity, Hold Me, Peace, We Are All on Drugs, The Damage in Your Heart, Pardon Me, My Best Friend, The Other Way, Freak Me Out, Haunt You Every Day. This is a darn near perfect album, man. Darn near perfect album. Absolutely beautiful in every way. The guys are looking beautiful. The CD's looking beautiful. The bug is looking beautiful. The artwork, oh man, check out this lovely booklet. Some misprinted lyrics on, especially We Are All on Bleep. I'm not sure what happened there, but the lyrics are different than what's in the song. Freak Me Out. Absolutely love this artwork. Kind of goes back to Pinkerton. Look at this stuff. What is this? This rough magic I hear abjure, and when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mine end upon, their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did even plummet sound, I'll drown my book. Make Believe. Don't listen to Anthony Fantano or Crash Thompson or any of those other people. Sea of Tranquility, that other guy, 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 that other girl. Oh. Don't listen to anyone but me. Make Believe is great. And now we're moving on to some really great ones. Really great ones. What do you guys think the next one's going to be? Next one for me personally, I hate these bland rock and roll artwork things, man. The White Album. Okay, they kind of changed it up with the cover, but the White Album is my fourth favorite Weezer record. That's right, my fourth favorite. California Kids, Wind in Our Sails, Thank God for Girls, We Got a Good Thing, Do You Want to Get High, King of the World, Summer, Lane and Drunk Dory, LA Girls, Jacked Up, Endless Summer. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous and well-produced album with an ugly cover in 2016. It was released on April Fool's Day, and man, this thing was no joke. Woo! So that is a White Album. Now we're moving into my top 3 Weezer albums. Have you guys guessed by my weird ranking of their albums what my top 3 are going to be? Could you guess? We're going to go to a newer one, if that gives it away. I need a physical copy of this one because it is so freaking great. Often called EO bait online because nobody likes to write words anymore. Beautiful album art. Finally, Weezer, beautiful album art. You finally did it right. This thing is almost perfect. Almost perfect. Let me see what it was that I did not like. Ain't Got No Body's good. Back to the Shack. Eulogy for a Rock Band is one of my favorites. Lonely Girl. Had It Up to Here is good. The British Are Coming. Yeah, that song is just a little bit too goofy for me, even for Weezer. Da Vinci is one of my all-time favorites, featuring Bethany Constantino. Cleopatra. 4, 5, 7, blah, 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 blah. Foolish Father is another favorite song of mine. The Future Scope Trilogy 1, The Wasteland, Part 2, Anonymous, and Part 3, Return to Ithaca. Is not many bands can pull off an instrumental masterpiece like this, and Weezer do it so late in their career. It's just amazing. One of the best instrumental rock songs we've gotten from anybody in the last decade or so. Speaking of decades, oh man, I don't know if I'm ready to talk about this on YouTube or in public. There's only 2 albums left by Weezer to review. And this one is not my first choice. This is my second favorite Weezer album. And you guys are going to riot in the streets. Oh, man, I'm just going to do it. The Blue Album. Classic Weezer here. Everybody else's #1 favorite album ever from the 90s. Everybody loves it. They think it's just the greatest thing that ever existed in the history of the universe, and nothing else could ever compare. And these are the 10 greatest songs that Weezer will ever do. And everything else after this sucks, and everything else after this is garbage. I love this album, really do. And it was so close to being my #1. We'll get into that when I get to my #1. My Name is Jonas, amazing. No One Else, The World Has Turned and Left Me Here, Buddy Holly, Undone the Sweater Song, Surf Wax America, Say It Ain't So, In the Garage, Holiday, Only in Dreams. This thing is just wow. What has not been said about this classic album? Blue. Oh man, Brian Bell, Rivers Cuomo, Matt Sharp, Patrick Wilson, Rick Ocasek on production from the Cars. Absolutely beautiful, wonderfully made. One of the best debut albums of all time, for sure. I'll give them that. I've been listening to this thing. My parents listen to this thing. I've been listening to this thing since '94. My dad's a huge computer person, and Windows came with the Buddy Holly music video on it, preloaded, and me and my parents just blasted that all the time. And this is just, yeah, it's one of the greatest albums ever. It is, and we'll take a look at it. You got the 4 nerds, the 10 nerds. Oh man, beautiful. Ooh. Got the Marshall stacks on there. Marshall stacks were invented by Pete Townsend. Look how Rivers Cuomo looked there with no glasses. I'm a nerd. I'm so awkward. Ooh, 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 ooh. What's with these homies dissing my glasses? Why do they got to steal my glasses? I'm a Weezer fan of Forsheed. Oh my goodness, I can sing like him. I am the greatest man that ever lived. I was born to give this map to you. To you! Are you guys ready? Pinkerton is my favorite Weezer album of all time. Unironically. This came out in 1996. And, oh my gosh. This thing is just, it's disturbing, and I love it. I unfortunately relate to it. so much. Tired of Get You, No Other One, Why Bother? Why are you so far away from me? That's Across the Sea. The Good Life is one of my favorite Weezer singles that never really was a hit. El Scorcho, same thing. Pink Triangle. Oh man, I've been in that situation so many times. Seems like that's happened to me a lot. The story in Pink Triangle where boy falls in love with girl. She would never go with me. Were I the last girl on earth? I'm dumb, I thought I had found the one. Oh, we were good as married in my mind, but married's in my mind's no good. Pink triangle on her sleeve. Let me know the truth. Let me know the truth. I'm falling for you. And Butterfly. These are just the 10 best songs Weezer have ever done. In my opinion, just absolutely gorgeous artwork. The theme, the concept album, Songs from a Black Hole was the original idea. You got some really cool liner notes. You got the picture. You got the inside picture. Get a good look at that. So you got Matt Sharp on bass and vocals, Brian Bell guitar vocals, Patrick Wilson on drums, no vocals, and River Cuomo's on vocals and guitar, but he's playing a piano here. So this is bullcrap! I'm an angry young man, guys. And as an angry young man, doesn't matter what nationality I am, this is my favorite Weezer album. Okay? This is the definitive greatest Weezer album of all time and space, and you cannot disagree. Cannot disagree. Absolutely emotional, just freaking insane. Okay, so we got, this is my favorite. Then we got, okay, I got the blue one. We're not even going in order. We're just going to do a quick roundup of all the albums I have with this, green. What some could consider yellow, what some could consider that is green, that is red, some could consider black, blue, pink, or black. Okay. Listen to Weezer, guys. Listen to Weezer. Listen to all the albums by Weezer except for Pacific Daydream and Black Album. They're trash. Don't listen to them. All their other albums are great. So, you know, heck, man. So you got 2 albums that suck. One that Maladroit's not that great. But Hurley, Ratitude, Teal, Green, Red, Make Believe, White, Eobate, Blue, and Pink. They got 8 banging albums. They got 8 great albums. It's pretty impressive, Weezer. Pretty impressive, Rivers. Ooh, ooh, Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was Weezer and Green Day, and music still on MTV. My 2 kids in high school, they think that I'm really old, and I'm only 22 because I had them really young. Hey, are you guys still here? You know, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, people. I got more. I'm gonna rank. The studio fell apart. I'm gonna rank every album by everybody ever. So please like and subscribe. I'm gonna rank every album by every band ever. And I'm going to have weird, unpopular opinions. So like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you, guys. Have a good day, night, morning, whatever. We're flying into the sun.